What's up, guys? It's and today we are going to be officially simulating the 2023 NBA playoffs. It is the best time of year, ladies and gentlemen. The playoffs are right around the corner, and we're going to find out who 2K thinks is going to win it all. Now, we're starting from the play-ins, and we're going to go in and go through each round and live simulate these. Let's see who comes out on top, man. Listen, before we get started, comment down below who you think is going to win the championship this year in 2023. And let's get into these play-ins. We are here in the play-in. The Timberwolves are down 3. Whoever wins this is the 7th seed. Here comes Edwards over Reeves. Won't go. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Lakers are gonna be the 7th seed. So the Timberwolves are gonna have one last chance to clinch a playoff spot here. Meanwhile, within the 9 and 10 matchups, the New Orleans Pelicans have a 1-point lead, make that a 2-point lead as Josh Richardson is at the line. Whoever wins this game will play. As Richardson missed the second free throw, so it's a 2-point game only. Here comes Dort with the ball over the Shea. Winner of this is gonna play. Wait, here comes Shea, almost loses the ball. Shea, he turned it over, picked up by Richardson. Richardson's fouled. But like I was saying, the winner of this plays the Timberwolves. But it's looking like it may be the Pelicans here as Richardson knocks down the first free throw. Richardson, this is key. He missed. It's not over yet. 2 seconds. Jay Will from half court. It won't go. So the Thunder have been eliminated. What a season they've had, man. Listen, next season is wraps. I'm calling it the Thunder are making the playoffs next year. But with that being said, the Pelicans will play the Timberwolves for the chance at the 8th spot. Now we're in Miami. The Hawks are down by 3, and they need a 3 here. As Okongwu kicks it over to Murray. Murray's gonna drive over to Okongwu. Over Bam, Okongwu's lab, he banks it in. Timeout Heat. Listen, man, as a Hawks fan, I am so disappointed at how we've been this year. We've been the definition of mid, but there is still a chance that we can secure a playoff spot here in this simulation as Tyler Hero will go to the free throw line. Hero knocks down the first. Here comes the crucial second free throw. He knocks it down. No timeout for the Hawks. We need a 3 right here, right now. Here comes Trey. Behind the back. Drives, kicks over to Hunter. Hunter puts up a thing. It won't go. Rebound by Bam, and that is going to do it. So the Heat are going to play the Celtics in the first round. Meanwhile, the Hawks will have one more chance to secure the 8th seed. Meanwhile, in Toronto, the Raptors are down 2 here against the Bulls. Here comes Siakam on the drive. His layup misses, but he gets his own rebound. Siakam, ooh, he missed the dunk. He missed the dunk. And Patrick Williams has fouled Siakam, missing a crucial dunk there as Williams knocks down the first free throw. Williams makes both, and the Raptors use their final timeouts. One miss here from the Raptors, and their season is done. Here comes Scotty. Over to Polo, back to Scotty. Scotty on the drive, his layup, it misses, and that's gonna do it here. So the Raptors' season is officially done, and the Bulls will have to win one more game against the Hawks to get the 8th seed. Now we take you to Minnesota as the Timberwolves are down 3. Ladies and gentlemen, these play-ins have been competitive so far. Not a single blowout as here comes Edwards. Edwards pump fakes, backs it up. They need a 3 here. Here comes Edwards. Is going to hold the ball, though. I don't know about this strategy, folks. They need to go quickly, but Edwards is going to hold the ball here. Edwards kicks it over to Anderson. Kyle Anderson's 3 misses. Rebound by Zion, and he's fouled. So the Timberwolves season is officially over. Looks like Rudy Gobert is going to have to punch Kyle Anderson one more time in the locker room, because it's official, as the Pelicans will be the 8th seed. So we're finally gonna have a blowout here in the simulation. The Bulls are getting sent packing as the Hawks will officially be the 8th seed. Now it's time to move on to the playoffs. Now that we're here in the playoffs, let's see who's gonna come out on top. Let's go on with the first round. So the Cavaliers are gonna sweep the Knicks here in the first round. Make no mistake though, this is the only matchup in the East in the first round that's gonna be competitive. At least in my opinion, at least that's gonna be like a close series. But with that being said, the Cavaliers move on to round 2. So the Philadelphia 76ers are gonna beat the Nets in 5 games here. Listen, I have a feeling that the Sixers are gonna struggle way harder than they should because, you know, Doc Rivers, to me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, to me, in my opinion, is a fraudulent coach. But with that being said, Sixers move on to round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived here in Sacramento as De'Aaron Fox misses a free throw. The Kings are only up 1 here, but up 3-1 in the series. Fox has a crucial free throw. He missed both free throws. Rebound by Looney. Timeout Warriors. Sacramento is trying to light the beam here, but they have to get a defensive stop as Jordan Poole with the ball. Poole on the drive. Poole's Larry banks it in. Warriors take the lead with Curry shooting on the bench. Here comes Fox. 14 seconds remaining. Fox pulls it back out against Poole. Under 10 to play. Can the Kings move on to the second round and beat the defending champs? Here it comes. 3 seconds. Fox for the win. Won't go. The Warriors will survive and force a game 6. So the Boston Celtics are going to move on to the second round, beating the Heat in 5 games. Man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm excited to see how the Celtics come back after losing in the finals against the Warriors. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Ladies and gentlemen, somehow the Bucks are down 3-1 against the Atlanta Hawks here in Milwaukee. As a Hawks fan, I love it. But realistically speaking, whoa, as Portis throws it down hard on top of a Okongwu, and they take a 2-point lead. Listen, as a Hawks fan, I love it. But realistically speaking, there's no way the Hawks would beat the Bucks in 5 games in the playoffs, even if they were to win that series somehow, some way. As here comes Collins. Over to Murray on Giannis. Murray's taking Giannis. Murray on the drive. Oh, he breaks it in over Giannis. Timeout Bucks. Can the Bucks force a game 6? Or will the Hawks make the biggest upset here in these playoffs? Here comes Giannis on the top of the key. This is looking like trouble. Giannis putting moves on Collins. Giannis, 2 seconds on the drive. It's flooring the penalty miss. We're going into overtime. Now we're here in overtime with 36 seconds. The Hawks are up 3. Here comes Holiday. Holiday over to Giannis. Giannis' floater, he puts it in. Now they have to play the free throw game as they kick it over to Bogdanovich. Oh, actually, they don't play the free throw game. There's plenty, okay, and they foul anyway. The Bucks did not need a foul in that situation. There was plenty of time in between the game clock and shot clock as Bogdanovich knocks down the first free throw. This is to put the Hawks up 3s. He knocks it down. Timeout Bucks. Now the Bucks are back to square 1. They need a 3 eventually. Here comes Giannis, putting the moves on Sadiq Bey between the legs. Drives. Giannis, he's fouled. Killed the basket. Giannis. And the foul! He's gonna go to the free throw line with a chance to tie up the game. Giannis, crucial free throws! He missed the free throw! And Clint Capella's fouled. But now another bad free throws at the free throw line. Capella misses his free throw. As Dragic checks into the game, Clint Capella has a crucial second free throw. He missed both free throws! Lopez with the ball. Here comes Giannis, racing up the floor. Here he comes. A basket will give the Bucks the lead here. Giannis gonna isolate between the legs. Drives on Bey. Pulls back. Giannis is landing. Bottom puts it in. It's over. Giannis with the layup forces a game 6 here. Oh my goodness. Giannis with nowhere to go. Ball rolls around the rim and drops. My, oh my, oh my. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, the 8th-seeded Pelicans are gonna beat the Nuggets here in Denver. I mean, that's insane. Listen, everyone is banking on the Nuggets losing early, but me personally, I'm not one of those people. But here in the sim, Nuggets will fall in the first round. So the Clippers are gonna beat the Suns here in 6 games. Listen, me personally, I'd be surprised if the Phoenix Suns don't make it to the conference finals. I'm torn between either the Lakers, Nuggets, or Suns on who's gonna make out the West, but one of those 3 teams should at least win their first round series in my opinion, as the Clippers will upset them here in the first round. Despite the Giannis heroics in game 5, the Hawks will in fact close out the Bucks here in 6 games. Man, I wish this happens. I genuinely wish this happens in real life. But with that being said, the Hawks move on to round 2. So the Lakers are going to beat the Grizzlies here in 6 games. Listen, I low-key want this matchup to happen. You already know Dylan Brooks is about to be a menace this year in the playoffs. With that being said, Lakers will move on to round 2 here in our simulation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors ended up winning game 6 in the simulation and will win game 7. So they came back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Kings here and move on to the second round. Unfortunately, we will not be lighting the beam here in Sacramento. Here's the second round bracket here in our simulation. In my opinion, some of these are guaranteed to happen, and then some of these, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be very surprised to end up happening. Like the Hawks making it to the second round, as well as whatever team comes out the 8th seed in the West. But let's see what happens here as we begin the second round. So the Celtics are moving on to the conference finals against the Sixers in 5 games. Listen, I want this second round matchup to happen. It's going to be a very interesting series when it does in fact happen, because let's be real, I'd be shocked and you would be shocked if these two didn't meet up in the second round. But with that being said, the Celtics move on to the conference finals. Ladies and gentlemen, somehow the Hawks have just beat the Cavaliers in 6 games and will move on to play the Celtics in the conference finals. I am just shocked. I am just shocked. So the Warriors are going to beat the Lakers in 7 games here. Warriors are going to move on to the conference finals. Wow. I'm really hoping this matchup ends up happening, though. It would be insane. LeBron versus Curry before the finals. And the Clippers will beat the Pelicans in 7 games. Listen, Paul George is injured right now, but with Paul George, the Clippers have a chance at making a deep postseason run. I'm not going to hold you. And with that, we have our conference finals brackets. The West has a 5th and 6th seed in the conference finals. I mean, that just shows you how unpredictable the West is going to be this year in the playoffs. But let's see what happens here in the conference finals. Ladies and gentlemen, the Celtics are up 3-2. Up 1 with Tatum at the free throw line as he knocks down the first. They can go back to the NBA Finals with a win here in Atlanta as the Hawks call a timeout. Let's see if the Hawks' magical Cinderella postseason run ends tonight. Here comes Okongwu. He needs to inbound. He does over to Murray. Murray behind the back. Kicks over to Hunter. Hunter, that's a tough shot. Not even close. And that is going to do it. So the Celtics are going back to the NBA Finals. Let's see if they can actually win it all this time. And so the Warriors are going to beat the Clippers in 7 games, which means we are going to have a finals rematch here in our simulation. Let's see if the Warriors can go back to back. As you can see, here are the finals matchups. I'm letting it be known right now, if this ended up happening in real life, the Celtics would win without a doubt, in my opinion. Hey, but listen, that's real life. Let's see what happens here in the simulation. Ladies and gentlemen, it took 7 games and we're still here at a tie game in Boston. Here comes Robert Williams, throws it down. The Celtics take a 2-point lead. Timeout Warriors. It is win or go home time here. 2022 finals rematch. Looney inbounding. Looney's holding the ball a little too long. He gets over to Curry and the Warriors burn another timeout. Everything rides on this possession. Here comes. Can he inbound it cleanly? He does over to Curry. Curry on Smart. Holding the ball here in a hostile environment. Curry. Here he comes. Crossover move. Puts up a thing. Won't go. Rebound by Williams and he's fouled. Now Robert Williams has an important free throw. He missed the first free throw. And the Celtics burn a timeout their own. I don't know about using that timeout. But with that being said, Williams' second shot at the line. He gets it to go. Timeout Warriors. 25 seconds left from a Celtic title. Here comes Curry. Between the legs, backs up, pump fakes. Good defense by Smart. Here comes Wiggins back over to Curry. Curry behind the back. Good defense by Smart. Curry on the drive. Curry's flutter. He missed it. And that may do it. As Williams needs to knock down both of these free throws, he misses the first. Wait a minute, it's not over yet. Williams, second shot, the line. He gets it to go. Now that may actually do it here. They need to be quick. Curry races up the floor. Over to Draymond. His 3 misses. And that's going to do it. The Celtics are your champions here for the 2022-2023 season. Listen, if the Celtics end up winning in real life, they would have the most championships in the NBA. And they also have a great chance of actually making the finals and winning it all. Man, listen, if they can get past the Bucks, hey, they have a good chance. But with that being said, that's gonna do for today's video, man. Listen, if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man. We out, man. Let's get it.